I just came on here to let y'all know that you are never too big to apologize. You are never too grown to apologize. You should never be too proud to apologize. So this morning, I was at the supply store. I had to get some relaxer for, my clients coming up or whatever. And I mean, I was like, I'm going to be there at 8 o'clock because they open at 8 o'clock so I can be home and, have my clients on time and everything, right? We make plans, right? Get there I think I got there like 7:52. So I waited for about 8 minutes, and then at 8 minutes it turned to another 8 minutes and nobody was there. So finally a young lady came to the door to open the door, and I'm just looking like, oh my gosh, like it's going to be like 8:15 before I leave here. It's going to take me 20 minutes to get back to the salon. So I'm very, I'm getting very anxious and upset. Now, once the young lady got there, she went in there, she locked the door behind her, and I'm like, oh my gosh, you're already late, and now you're going to lock the door and do more things, and I'm going to be even more late. So now I'm getting a little bit more frustrated, right? All right, cool. Finally, she comes back to the door. No, she didn't even come back to the door. I go and I knock on the door like, well, hey, let me in because, it's way past time for y'all to be open. She goes to the back or whatever. I see her walk to the register. She's still not letting me in. So I knock on the door some more. So then she finally comes to the door. She doesn't open the door. She just like, hey, I'm the only one here. Someone else supposed to be here, but I'm the only one here, so I have to open the store. And I'm like, okay, so how long is that going to take? Another 5 to 7 minutes on top of already almost being 8:15. Oh my gosh, like this is not cool. So now I'm very frustrated. When she finally opens the door, she walks to the register without even saying, hey, I'm open now, come in. Either way, I go inside, I get the relaxer or whatever, and I pay for my stuff or whatever. And I'm just like, kind of rushing or whatever. And I'm on the phone or whatever talking, not really paying the attendant any attention. So anyway, she was like, have a good day. And I was like, all right, thanks, bye. Just leave out there. Y'all, the Holy Spirit convicted me so quick. By the time I got in the car and drive down the highway, I was like, Sierra, that's not how you're supposed to act. That's not how you're supposed to act. Even though things didn't go as planned, even though, you made plans and it didn't turn out, you never know what that young lady is going through for you to just kind of dismiss her like that. I was quickened automatically. When the Holy Spirit truly lives in you, you truly trying to live a life of Christ, and you truly trying to follow after God's footsteps, you will be quickened automatically. I literally had to pull out the receipt, call that young lady back and apologize. I said, ma'am, I apologize for how I acted this morning. I do understand, that things happen. Even though you were late, even though the store opened late, I had no business acting the way I acted because you were late, because things happen. I'm a service provider myself, and I would have probably been crushed if someone had kind of been that rude to me and dismissed me. So I do want to apologize. I wish that you have a wonderful day. And, she was like, I accept your apology. She was glad that I called back. Y'all, it made my heart feel so much better, but I didn't have to go through that in the first place. We have to make sure that we get up with a mindset of practicing the fruits of the Spirit, patience, long suffering. And we got to really watch what we entertain in the mornings, because